What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey 672 coming at you guys with a video right now. Kind of want to go over these press conferences that happened the other day. You know, we saw Jordan Hicks, we saw Carson Wentz, saw Malcolm Jenkins. Okay, and we want to start out with Carson Wentz, and that is that Carson Wentz seems like he's maybe going to tweak a little things here and there, be more cautious of the game and the way he's playing. But at the same time, Carson Wentz is not changing as the player that he is. Seems like he doesn't want to change. Seems like this is, you know, it's hard. You can't tell Carson not to do something that he's good at. You understand? But, yes, I know. I understand that he took a lot of hits last year. I understand he was probably the most hit quarterback last year in the league. But Carson Wentz, that's the it factor for him. You know, he extends plays. You know what? If he takes a hit in the process, he takes a hit. Now, there's a difference between taking an unnecessary hit than an actual hit. The problem is that when it's second down, going to the Rams end zone, you don't have to run in there and do a suicide bomb in the end zone. That's what you don't have to do. Now, I think he just needs to be a little bit smarter with his run style, how he, you know, he needs to go out of bounds when he has to go out of bounds. I know a lot of times where he's running to the left or to the right, upfield, he tries to make one guy miss and then tries to get through as many guys as possible. Now, he cannot do that. He's going to have to, like, if he goes past one guy, he's going to have to slide on the ground and do something. So, I have a feeling Carson Wentz will be ready week one. Technically, he'll be ready week one. Definitely preseason's probably going to have no preseason. Nick Foles and Nate Sudfeld will take the spots for that. But, importantly, I don't want him to change. Now, if it's the playoffs, if it's the Super Bowl, then he can make plays like that whenever he wants. But as of during the season where he doesn't have to do certain things, he doesn't have to do it. So Carson Wentz is not going to be handicapped. Like Robert Griffin III, pure example. After that spectacular first season he had, going to his second season, the coach handicapped him, said he wanted him to be more of a pocket passer. He did. The difference is they never upgraded the offensive line for Washington that year, and he ended up getting pummeled, and the coach literally killed him on the field. With Carson Wentz, he's not going to get killed on the field. He's going to do his thing. He's going to make people miss, and he's going to make those fucking passes now. So that's what I got to say about Carson Wentz. Jordan Hicks, best coverage linebacker in the league, I'd have to say, if he's healthy. And that's if he's healthy. That's been the one question. Is Jordan Hicks going to be healthy this year? I hope so. He thinks the ankle injury was because of his Achilles, because he's had the ankle injury for a while. So we all know he's out of college. He was hurt coming out of college. He didn't, you know, he got drafted in the third round, but he's had injury history in college, now in the NFL, 2 years straight, pectoral injury 2 years ago, and now with the Achilles injury. Jordan Hicks can be the man, but I have a feeling that Jordan Hicks will not be on the Philadelphia Eagles after this year. Contract year, his last year. And, you know, they talked about this last year. He didn't want to say nothing. All he said today was pretty much, I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to go out there, play how I want to play, and that's it. But if he gets hurt even once this year, even if he's out, I don't even care if he's out the whole season. Not even that he's out the whole season. If he just tweaks his hamstring or he's having issues all year where he's missing games, showing up to games, missing games, showing up to games, then we're going to have a huge problem. So it's a fucking shame because I love Jordan Hicks and I love the way he plays, and he's really happy that Bradham got re-signed and he's back. And now we don't know the future of Jordan Hicks. I mean, I kind of do. I don't think he's going to be on this team, guys. I mean, sorry to say. I mean, what if? I mean, and if he does, the only good part about him being hurt, and then maybe if he plays a good year this year and getting signed, the only good thing about it is that we won't sign him for a lot of money. He'll be cheap because his stats aren't really doing too well right now. He's not very valuable. He hasn't played a lot. So if he has a good year this year, I don't know where they would have to be fair with contract. I don't know if they can afford that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not expecting Jordan Hicks to get a huge contract because he's been hurt most of his fucking career so far. So, but it's you know, to have him one more year is a good thing. I want him to come back. You know, he got his ring. You know, he played for a few games. But you know what? Bradham stepped up, hit the middle linebacker spot. So Jordan Hicks just has to stay healthy. Pure and simple as that. He gets hurt this year, I want him off this team. It's done. We're very crowded at the linebacker spot this year. That's why that's why Howie Roseman signed Paul Worrilow. That's why we have Corey Nelson from the Broncos. That's why we have these guys, okay? And now we have depth, which last year I'm surprised we didn't get exposed at linebacker because it was so fucking thin. Najee Good, Joe Walker, Ellerbe came in late in the season, you know, because he had that playoff experience. He had that Super Bowl experience. But now we have something very nice, very packed at the linebacker spot. Paul Worrilow can play inside, outside. Can play some diverse roles. Can play each side. That's the good thing about it. So if somebody does go down, these guys will step up. Nate Gary is another guy that we drafted last year, a safety turn linebacker. And look, the last game he played against the Cowboys, he played very fucking well. Now we're gonna find out what this guy's all about. I can't fucking wait, but we will see. Now, going down to Malcolm Jenkins. He's still leading. He's still leading this team. He is the heart and soul of this defense. And he's the first guy I always look at and I look up to. When I think about the Philly defense, I think about Malcolm Jenkins first because he is the man. He is the guy. He's the guy that puts these guys. You know, he's a savvy vet. He's been in this league a while, and he hasn't won. Like, his last Super Bowl before this one was his rookie year with the Saints, and he was just a special teamer. When he first got to the Saints, he was a special teamer, then turned from a corner to a safety. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's a lot of good things. You know, Malcolm Jenkins is the man of this team, is the leader of this team, and that's who I really think about. So, Malcolm Jenkins, from looking at his press conference, he's doing his job, doing his thing. He's gonna lead this team and do what he has to do. And what I could take from all these press conferences today is that these guys are coming back with a fight and more hungry than ever. See, what no one understands is everyone thinks we're gonna be in some Super Bowl hangover. No, maybe not. Who knows? I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl, but I'm saying that these guys are gonna be more hungry. The guys that are hurt are gonna come back more hungry than ever and get to the same spot. Do I think we'll make the playoffs next year? Yes. Do I think we will win the division next year? Yes. But, it's a big but and a big if. These guys, it would be nice if they could stay healthy this year so we don't have to deal with a next man up mentality. We don't have to deal with all this stuff. Not like it, you know, it helped. I mean, it helped. I mean, it made the team stronger, it made the chemistry better, and it made everyone gel together very nicely. But, you know, Carson Wentz starts and is more careful. Jordan Hicks stays healthy on this defense, which would help so much because we have actually a good amount of linebackers on this team now. So there's a lot going into this season. But from what I watched, I'm happy with what they're talking about. I'm happy with what they're saying. The progress is A+, great, and I have nothing else to say about it but good things. So I can't wait for the schedule to come out tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I'll have a late video out, probably upload tomorrow. I'm going to do the preseason schedule plus the regular season schedule, so it's going to be a little bit of a long video. Or maybe I'll just do the regular season. I'll do the preseason after. Who knows? Probably just do regular season just to get it over with and get that out of there for you guys. So that's all I really got to say, guys. So let me know what you think about the press conferences, what's been going on, about Carson Wentz, Jordan Hicks staying healthy. And honestly, there's really nothing to talk about Jordan Hicks because Jordan Hicks just has to stay healthy. We know what he brings to the table. We know what he can do. He's a very good coverage linebacker. The guy can cover anybody, okay? He can get these little slot receivers. He can get on these tight ends. He can do a lot of things. He's got big body. He's got good size. He's a cowboy killer. You know, we know what Jordan Hicks can do. But he has got to stay healthy. I mean, he was a big part of that Redskins game, too. We had the first game. You know, he was blitzing. He was doing his thing. And the whole defense was doing pretty damn well. So, that's all I got to say, guys. So, let me know what you guys think. And we'll wait for tomorrow. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. Shake Squad. Fly goes fly.